Right, boys, this is Pint Side with MiXR, the only app that rewards you for having a pint down the pub with your mates.
Come on.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, boys.
And cheers to England heading into the round of 16.
Oh, what a relief.
We've just watched us get through against DR Congo. Obviously,
good win.
It was a good win. It was a stressful win, but I think the next game is probably going to be a little bit more stressful.
Yes.
Mexico.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
In the Azteca.
In the Azteca.
They've only lost there twice since it's been built. Is that right?
I think maybe 4 times, but it's very low numbers.
They've not lost there in a World Cup finals. So
I don't think they haven't lost there since 2013, right now, as of today.
But in World Cup competitions, 1970 they went unbeaten, 1986 they went unbeaten. They're now 4 games unbeaten in this World Cup, 10 games in total.
And watching them, they've got a few danger men, serious danger men.
Yeah.
I mean, Raul Jimenez has obviously been scoring the goals for them.
Quinones, the left winger as
Very
well.
good.
Unbelievable finish for that first.
Looks
Great goal.
lively.
Great goal.
The thing that impressed me the most, I woke up this morning, I didn't stay up to watch the game, purposely didn't check the score, watched the highlights, and it was like, from the first 10, 20 minutes, they were absolutely all over Ecuador like a rash. They're pressing out of possession, but the intent that they showed once they got the ball to go and make things happen, they're really, really dangerous. And in that home stadium, the home advantage they're going to have, I mean, we've been there in the Euros 2021, playing basically all the games at Wembley. It makes a difference. That crowd, 83,000 I think in there, it's going to be really difficult.
Wembley isn't 2,200 metres above sea level though.
That's true, the altitude, you've got to think about the altitude.
Honestly, the altitude.
That's every single factor for Mexico heading into this round of 16 massively favours them, as it should do at home World Cup.
Yeah.
If you win the World Cup to host it, you should have those massive advantages. And England going into this game, I mean, we'll talk about England in a minute, because obviously I still do think we've got a great chance of beating them. You look at the squad and everything like that, but the wave that they're riding right now, the form they're in, they've not conceded a goal. They're scoring goals for fun, really.
Yeah.
I mean, since that South Africa game in the opening group stage game, it just feels like you're looking at the Azteca, you look at those players. There's a few gems as well coming through. Obviously, Gilberto Moura started their last 2 games. Yeah. He's very, very talented. Looks like a real prospect. Mad.
Starting in a World Cup.
I mean, mad. And playing very, very well for them. Obviously, in the last game. And I just think that England, we cannot switch off for a second. We have to ride out that opening 20 minutes, because that's their game plan, to stick it on England in those opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the concern when you looked at the game tonight. I mean, DR Congo were able to put us under enough pressure to make us start looking shaky and forcing mistakes at the back. You think opening 20 minutes in the Azteca in front of that crowd, it is going to be shaky, and that is where we're going to need experienced and calm heads, and we do have a lot of those. Like, you look at our squad on paper, you look at our squad compared to theirs, it is night and day in terms of the sort of elite experience that our players have got. But it is going to be a storm. Yeah, and again, like I said about 2021 and 2018 for England as well, like, we know firsthand kind of what it's like to ride a bit of a wave, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. As much as, man for man, and we'll come on to what we'd pick as our team in a minute, but like, we know what that's like, to ride that momentum, ride that wave, ride that good feeling, and they're going to be riding that right now, 100%. Yeah. Ecuador, a lot of people's dark horses coming into the tournament. Not a bad team at all. Just beating Germany as well, obviously, in the last group game, was it, for Ecuador? It's going to be really difficult. They dispatched them as well. They should have been 3 or 4-0 up in that game. It was a comfortable win. Yeah. And they did that the day before we played, obviously, as well. So they've had an extra day off. They don't have to travel where we've now got to travel to Mexico. It is, like, this isn't making excuses for England by any stretch, but, like, contextually, kind of everything that Mexico could want is in their favour, and that is why it's such a massive, massive test. Yeah. And in our group game so far and our round of 16 game, the actual stadiums we played in have favoured us conditions-wise. They've not been extreme heat. No. They've not been above sea level by too much. And so making that step, I think we fly over tomorrow to Mexico, so we'll maybe have 2 days to acclimatise. But you look at that kind of level that we're playing at, we're 7,000 metres above sea level? Or 7,000 feet,
7,000 feet.
Metres,
yeah. Absolutely crazy. And, I mean, in terms of how that impacts England, part of England's game really is the athleticism that we've got. In our midfield, you look at the likes of Rice, Anderson, the way we cover ground, that will be impacted massively by Mexico, where we're playing.
Yeah.
And if Mexico can take advantage of that in the first half, if we have to chase a game against that side, it's a long day.
Tough.
But, like we said, we have got the quality to be able to produce moments. If we're talking about the team then for Sunday, Monday, what are we thinking? How many changes do we make off the back of that?
Well, I think where you can get at Mexico is, and they've not conceded a goal yet, right? But respectfully, they've played so far against South Africa, who had most of the game with 10 men, or half of it. South Korea, who weren't offering much in attack all tournament.
No.
Was it Czechia?
Yes, Czech Republic.
And then Ecuador, who don't offer much in attack either. So they've not faced a huge amount of attacking quality yet. And so I do think if they do really stick it on us in that opening sort of 15, 20 minutes, what we've got in terms of Madueke and Gordon,
we've got outballs, haven't we?
And then Kane dropping deep, is suddenly what we've spoken about all tournament, and we only really got to use it against Croatia, is exploiting that space in behind.
Because for the most part so far, we have had to be the aggressor. We have had to stick it onto teams a little bit. Obviously tonight we came under pressure, and I didn't think we were that great in terms of building out, getting out, a lot of loose touches from some of the players, the wingers, at times when we were able to get out. But we have always got that to kind of fall back on. So obviously, Madueke started on the right-hand side tonight. Rashford started on the left. Bellingham will still start in the 10. He's absolutely got to. Are we making any changes out wide, do you think? Or stick with what we've got?
I would. I've been, the whole tournament, I've been Rashford over Gordon in terms of a starter. For me now, I look at that kind of game, the heat, the intensity, the pressure you'd be under. I think having Anthony Gordon as that more defensive option leads the press really well. I think he's got a better engine than Rashford does. And I think with how poor Rashford was against, obviously, DR Congo, I might opt for Anthony Gordon to come back, because I also think that the squad game is going to come into play, I think, more than it has done for England so far. I think if we are losing, the likes of Rashford off the bench, I do think it's still a little bit more impactful than Gordon.
I agree with
Whereas Gordon, I think, will set us up better to then use that squad later in the game. Because, like you said, Mexico's squad is great. They're riding this wave. If we get through to 60 minutes, 70 minutes, and we're still very much in the game or maybe leading the game, the quality coming off the bench for England is, again, night and day compared to Mexico.
Well, we saw it in the first game, didn't we? We were able to bring Saka, Rashford and Rodgers, was it, off the bench all in one foul swoop? Like, not many other teams have that luxury. What about Saka then? Do you think, obviously, what was okay tonight when he came on, but still looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I think he is struggling with an injury. I think I would probably go Madueke again.
I would back that.
Madueke's not blown anyone away this tournament by any stretch.
He's had moments though.
There are moments. There is that the raw pace on the counter, the willingness to just go at his man again and again and again. I think I probably would stick with Madueke. I would go Gordon as well on the left side. We'll make it easier. We'll build our team going into it. I think for me,
Pickford in goal.
No. I said it got no. I
think you can't change it.
I have been saying since the Panama game, I said going into the Panama game, I would put James Trafford in goal.
That's a change you make after the tournament.
I agree with that.
Do I think it will happen? No. Would I make it? Yeah.
I do also think that...
How many times do you keep going, we'll change it after the tournament? How many more mistakes do you let Jordan Pickford make?
No,
how many more games do you let him increase to the sort of the shakiness at the back with kicking the ball away for no reason? How many times do you keep doing that before you go, James?
I would hear it more if we had a replacement that had been ready, playing all season long, had shown like a really high level.
James Trafford, sorry to cut in, this season, like you said, didn't play much, stepped into Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games, won both of the cup finals, played brilliantly in both of those finals. At Wembley, I have no doubt that he is mentally capable of just stepping in.
I agree. I also do think, though, that as much as I agree, I think post-tournament, or say if we were 2 group games in and Pickford was a bit shaky, then maybe it's more of a conversation. But I think that England nucleus, I guess, it's still the same kind of nucleus that's been there the last 3 tournaments. I think if you take Pickford out now, I think what that does to the rest of the team. I hear the points, definitely, but I think Pickford will stay in.
He probably will.
I just think centre-back is maybe where the change is.
Also, right back, are we sticking with Spence?
If Reece James is fit,
probably,
straight back in.
If James is fit, then yeah, but if he's not, then I probably would go Spence.
Also, even if Reece James is fit, bringing him back into that game in that atmosphere with a lack of oxygen.
Do you know what?
It's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly,
you would hope, I reckon, that maybe James can be part of the squad and come on the last 20 minutes and then start the quarter-finals.
So I'd go Spence. I would then go Stones and Gahey.
I would agree. After round of 32.
I think Konsa's had enough chances now.
Yeah.
Left back O'Reilly. Yeah. No other option really.
I wish we had Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
Not even that I would start him, but he's such
an natural left back.
I just think O'Reilly he's not done it for me so far, to be honest.
Midfield.
I would stick with Rice and Anderson because I think that athleticism is going to be important.
I think you have to.
It's tempting to make a lot of change at this point, but Rice and Anderson is his midfield, and that is what it's going to be. Bellingham, Kane up front,
and then I think back to the wingers. I think I would probably go Madueke and Gordon.
Yeah, I'd go Madueke.
It just all depends. We have a couple of players who are dealing with major fitness issues, and can Saka play 90 minutes or can he play the first 60? For me, having seen him against DR Congo coming on, no.
No, still looks a bit rusty.
Yeah.
I don't think he's shown enough to be like, let's risk whatever that injury. Well, it's an Achilles injury, but I don't think it's worth going. Let's risk it now. Because he's so good that we can't afford not to.
Yeah. If he'd come off the bench tonight and put in a beautiful in-swinging cross, or beat his man a few times, Saka wasn't bad when he came on by any stretch, but he wasn't as impactful as necessarily you want him to be. So.
He just looks a bit sluggish. It's that classic case of big injury, still struggling with that injury, coming back. There was a point in the game against DR Congo where he beat his man. You think, right, burst past him now, and then you can maybe make something happen. He just doesn't quite have that burst still. So I think it's the same case of Madueke first 65 and then Saka for the last 25.
So do we think do we feel confident? I know it's going to be very difficult, but do we feel we've still got enough to get this job done? It's going to be tough after that if we do get through, but
you know what?
One game at a time, the confidence can kind of grow. Do we
with
think
Harry
we're going to win
Kane,
on Monday?
I'll tell you what, Harry Kane in this form, after the DR Congo game, he'll be thinking, give me the ball, I'm going to decide this game.
Yeah.
And if he can do that, I'll back England to win it 2-1.
I was going to say, give me a score prediction, 2-1.
2-1.
1-0.
1-0.
Another Harry Kane break.
I just don't see us not conceding.
No, you might be right, actually. I think 2-1. I would be different. 2-1.
He's folded easily there.
I think he's right.
2-2. England win on penalties.
I'll say that all
Penalties
day.
in the Azteca.
Penalties in the Azteca.
If that does happen, again, the confidence that can give that group.
I think if it goes to penalties, you've got Kane, Ivan Toney, Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka. You've got enough. Declan Rice.
Where's the weakness there, you know what I mean?
So there we go.
Worry about the ball a little bit, though.
In conclusion, England are going through.
We're going through.
It's coming home.
It's coming home, lads. Come on.
The boys.
So there we go. Get yourselves down the pub, get on MiXR, claim those rewards, have some pints with your mates, and enjoy England going through.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Come on.
Hey.